Have you ever stopped to think about how your actions add up over a lifetime? Just think of all the things we produce and consume. Imagine the food we eat, all the soda we drink, all the water we flush down the drain, all the clothing we buy, the amount of fuel we use, and all the things we depend upon. We're going to lay out some of the everyday goods we consume in our lives to show the impact each of us makes upon the world. It's the journey of a lifetime, and as we take each step, we will see how we leave our impression, our stamp upon the world. This is our human footprint.
Planet Earth is shown in blue, white, and green.
This is our world, a finite place of infinite possibilities. It's been around for over 3.8 billion years. If we think of the Earth as being one day old, then we've been around for just a few seconds.
A clock's minute hand moves.
Yet, with over 6 billion of us on the planet, our presence is earth-shaking. As individuals, we may think we have little impact on the world around us. We may feel that our contribution to the world goes unnoticed. We'd be wrong. Each of us makes a contribution. We each make an impact. And we each leave a footprint. And by examining everything we consume across the country, we've been able to calculate the effect we each make on the world around us. The miles we each drive, the waste we throw away, the gasoline we use, the quantities, the numbers that reveal the impact that each of us makes per person, per lifetime.
Elizabeth Vargas is walking in a neighborhood.
As individuals, we're all different, but statistically, we're remarkably the same. So let's imagine the average American boy and girl. They could be anyone, and they're a bit like everyone.
As they grow up, we will follow them on a 77-year, 9-month journey from babyhood to old age. We will see what we each eat, what we drink, how we travel, and what we buy and consume during each phase of our lives. Because at no time in our history have we consumed as much as we are now.
A map shows the world.
Recently, the Wildlife Conservation Society mapped our impact on the planet. They called this the human footprint and found that just 17% of the world's land surface is unaffected by us.
Unaffected areas are colored with blue.
These untouched areas they call the last of the wild. This means that we directly influence 83% of the world's land.
The influenced areas are in yellow and orange across most of the continents.
One of the most developed countries on Earth is the United States, home to 304 million people. And it is here, in the U.S., that our boy and our girl grow up.
The little boy and girl are holding hands as they run.
But even as toddlers, we're already using up resources. We spend our first 2.5 years in diapers, brilliantly designed for comfort, convenience, and hygiene.
A new diaper's opened.
Diapers are made to use once and throw away, so busy parents lose track of just how many of them our children go through. And we never stop to think about what has gone into making the average diaper. So we're setting out all the parts and materials that make up a diaper. We need a lot of space to do this because just one little diaper contains a surprising array of ingredients. And we're laying out all the materials needed to make not just one, but all the diapers a single child will get through.
Clean diapers are in a huge pile.
So how many diapers require changing over our first 2.5 years of life? It adds up fast, and it looks like this. This is a little more than 4 diapers a day. 1,518 diapers a year, for a total of 3,796 diapers over our diaper-wearing time span. It's convenient for parents, but all these diapers make a big impact on the wider world.
Vargas walks toward hundreds of plastic bottles.
Because there's more inside a disposable diaper than meets the eye. It takes half a pint of crude oil per diaper to make the plastic waterproof lining that encases them. This is the amount of crude oil you'll need for just one child. And over 30 months, that single diapered baby will use 715 pounds of plastic. That's as heavy as 3 heavyweight wrestlers. And that's not all. The soft, fluffy padding on the inside requires the pulp of 4.5 trees, all to keep one American toddler tidy.
She walks past cut logs. Diapers are lined up end to end.
Multiply that by the number of babies in the U.S. and the grand total is 18 billion disposable diapers thrown away every year.
A graphic of the Earth is encircled.
That's enough to stretch around the world 90 times. And all those diapers will long outlive the babies who soiled them. It could take 500 years or more for them to biodegrade. It could be even longer because we don't really know how long it takes plastic to break down. And a 500-year supply of diapers would cover the entire state of Texas. So how can we avoid doing this?
Near a washing machine,
We may think that reusable diapers are the answer. They're made of natural fibers and avoid plastic, but have you ever considered what it takes to launder them? Washing all those diapers at home will use 22,455 gallons of water.
blue sparkling water fills the screen. Elsewhere, a decorated cake with a single lit candle reads, "Happy First Birthday."
By our first birthday, we will already have been responsible for more carbon dioxide emissions than someone in Tanzania will generate in a lifetime.
The candle sparkles in dimmed light. Outside, both toddlers are playing.
But this is just the start of the impact we make. As crucial as the air we breathe, our toddlers require food. And from the very beginning, this means milk.
Both children are drinking from sippy cups.
A lifelong taste for milk has begun. We drink it.
A man has a milkshake.
We pour it on cereals. We find it in cakes,
Cakes are on display.
in coffee,
A woman drinks an iced coffee.
in ice cream.
People are eating all different kinds of ice cream.
Milk is in so many foods we can consume it without even realizing it. While we're busy consuming milk, a whole industry is busy preparing, preserving, packaging, and transporting it to us. And it all starts here.
Cows are behind a fence.
Cows live on 65,000 dairy farms stretched across the United States. One cow produces 6.5 gallons of milk every day. Each cow eats 100 pounds of grass and other foodstuffs each day and drinks 25 to 50 gallons of water. To serve all of America, it takes 9.2 million cows, more than the human population of New Jersey. And all those cows need a lot of space.
To get a sense of it, dairy cows occupy a chunk of America covering more than 20 million acres, the size of the state of Louisiana.
Pint cartons of milk are set on the ground.
We need them because each of us drinks about 3 pints of milk a week. In a month, we down 14 pints, which in a year adds up to 168 pints. Over the course of a lifetime,
An aerial view shows the thousands of cartons sprawled out on the distance. An aerial view shows the thousands of cartons sprawling out into the distance.
that's 13,056 pints of milk per person per lifetime. But milk is only a tiny part of our diet. As our toddlers grow up into school children, they'll face an avalanche of food to put into their bodies.
The two children walk along a path that leads them through the milk cartons.
Already, in just 2.5 years, they have left a lengthening trail of debris behind them. And much of it, the oils and plastics, will easily outlive them.
The cartons give way to timber and bottles of oil.
So far, we've seen only the basic consequences of using diapers and drinking milk. Now, a lifetime of meals awaits our young school children. It will add up to quite a hefty helping and an ever-growing footprint.
The screen reads Behind the Scenes of Human Footprint, National Geographic Channel, with director Clive Maltby.
We're going to put them on the steps coming out of the door.
Well, one of the things that we're doing is actually putting the products out and filming them.
The milk cartons are set up.
And we want to do it in a real way, not sort of cheat it by pressing a button in an edit suite. So they would fill this area there, and we could extend the curve into it. We're not using any computer graphics at all, and I think it sort of gives the whole film a kind of extra edge, if you like. Now, the only thing is, I guess this lady's going to want to come in and out of her house.
She's the back door. We'll talk to her.
She's got a back door. Let's do the back